Hey, well, welcome back. We are now going to be talking about prepositions. We're still in the segment called vocabulary, but I want to talk to you about how to teach prepositions because prepositions are so important in our daily conversations. Now, prepositions are listed in Lesson 5, but you don't have to wait several months before you get to Lesson 5 to be able to start teaching prepositions. Prepositions you can begin to teach initially right off in the first lesson or after the second or third lesson. And you don't have to bring in all the prepositions, just a few at a time so they know how to use them. Now, the first step is to be sure you have all the objects that you have on your table that you want to teach. And then next, make sure that your students know the names of each of the objects, or else you'll have to go back and teach it. So they need to know this is a cup, this is a pen, this is a box, this is a book, this is a table, or any other objects that you would like to use. So make sure that you go through all the sequence so that they have the names of the objects. Now, the first preposition that we're going to teach is the word in. In. So, beginning with your model and repeat and solo, you begin by saying, please listen, in. Then you demonstrate it. In. 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 Please repeat. Have your students repeat, and then you have each of them solo in. All right? Now, next thing that you would do is say, please listen. In the cup. In the cup. In the cup. Please repeat, and you go through the model and repeat solo of in the cup. And then you would say, you would demonstrate it and challenge them by not saying anything and have them respond by saying in the box. In the box. And sometimes what I also do, which is really good because you want to use all the sensories of our body, is to walk over to your students, give them the pen, and say in the box. And then you go around and you give an object to each of your students and have them put it in the box or in the book or in the cup and have them repeat whatever they're putting the object into. Okay? So you do in. So it's in the cup. Then you come back and you say, please listen. The pen is in the cup. The pen is in the cup. Please repeat. The pen is in the cup. And have your students go through repeating and soloing. So you're walking around in front of each of your students in your class and you're demonstrating and you're having them say it. And then you give them the pen, and as they are putting it in the cup, they're saying the phrase, the pen is in the cup. Okay? So, and then you go around and you use a different object and you have them demonstrate again. The cup is in the box. And then you have them go around and say that phrase while they're demonstrating in. Okay. Now, once you have done that, you take your objects and you begin to just give them to the students and you say, put the pen in the box. And so they are adding, and they are saying it and they're demonstrating the word in. Now, in some languages, the word in can mean several things. And so the next word that we want to teach would be on. In the Spanish language, the word in, en, means in as well as on. So this is why it's important for a lot of Spanish speakers to be able to distinguish the difference in not only in the sound, in and on, but also the meaning. So again, you would start, please listen. On. And then you would demonstrate by putting the pin on the book. On the box. On the table. Then you have them repeat. Have them solo. Now by this time, they know where you're headed because they've been familiar with your progression of learning a phrase. And so then now you would go around and you would act it out. You would put it on there and have them ask them to respond. Then you would sort of give them a little quiz and you would put it and see if they can remember in the cup. And so they are learning two different concepts right away, just learning in and on. Now, the next one you can do is underneath or next beside. I would only begin to teach your students maybe 2 prepositions at a time to begin with, depending on the level of your student. Don't try to give them too much. Let them have fun. Let them stand up. And then we can also then go in and start talking about how to build a sentence where you're giving commands and you're saying, point to the pen, point to the cup. And maybe we'll do that next. But right now, why don't you take time to teach in and on with your students, and then we'll come back and we'll add to it another command form, all right?